Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm going to be talking about using Fenugreek on low porosity hair. So low porosity hair, it's essentially hair which has cuticles which are tightly closed, and therefore getting moisture into the hair can take a little bit of time, a little bit of work, but it doesn't mean anything else. It doesn't mean that the hair is bad or bad quality, or that it's something that you should be worried about. In fact, I have low porosity hair, and I'm really proud to have low porosity hair because it's generally, once you know how to work with low porosity hair, it actually tends to be much easier to work with and navigate. So the benefit of knowing your hair porosity is that it enables you, one, to know which products are going to be better for your hair, but also how often to use certain products. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love using Fenugreek, and I mostly use it in the form of hair masks, as I'm doing in this video, but I also use it either as a spray, a leave-in spray, or as a hair rinse, or even as a hair oil. So I use Fenugreek in a lot of different ways. So the reason I love fenugreek is that it has lots of benefits, not just for the hair, but also for the scalp. So it can help to promote a healthy scalp because it has antimicrobial properties, so antibacterial and antifungal properties, and therefore can help to keep your scalp healthy, and it can really help to treat things like dandruff. And it also helps to dampen down inflammation in the scalp. So if you've got something like folliculitis, then using fenugreek on a regular basis can actually help with that. But it also helps to stimulate growth, and this is one of the main reasons I use fenugreek on my hair journey, because it is one of the few ingredients which has been shown time and time again for centuries to be able to promote growth, but also to promote hair regrowth. So if you've got hair already, it can help to stimulate that hair to grow longer and thicker. But if you've got bald patches, fenugreek can also help the hair to grow back in those bald patches. And those of you who followed me for a while, you know that I suffered from alopecia for a while, and fenugreek helped to grow my hair back in those bald patches. I still have some areas around the front of my edges, but it's a work in progress, and using fenugreek amongst other things has really been beneficial. But fenugreek, it also has DHT blocking properties, and DHT is dihydrotestosterone, which is responsible for things like male pattern balding and even balding in females, and therefore using something that's going to block DHT can help with the hair loss that comes from having an excess of DHT. So as we get older, we do go through changes in the hormone levels, and this is both in males and females. In females, what happens is that the estrogen levels start to go down because the ovaries are not producing as much estrogen as before, and because both males and females do have levels of testosterone in their system, and therefore dihydrotestosterone, the DHT, as the estrogen levels start to go down, which is part of the natural process of life, the DHT will become a little bit more excess, and that's why you end up getting thinner hair or hair thinning as we get older. So using products which can block that DHT, such as fenugreek, are really going to help to counteract that, so that your hair stays healthy and fuller and thicker. And even males, as they get older, they're going to get higher levels of DHT, and that's why those who are genetically predisposed will end up with baldness. And using things again like fenugreek on a regular basis, even before you start to get bald, that can help to at least maybe put a pause button on it, or even effectively reduce that. And therefore, that's what, there's so many reasons why I love using fenugreek. So fenugreek has lots of nutrients, including iron, but one of the key nutrients in fenugreek is protein. So fenugreek has a bit of protein in it. It's not going to be as much as what you'd find in a protein treatment, for example, or a keratin treatment, which is protein. But the difference is that the protein in fenugreek is already in the form of amino acids. So the amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and they are already in the smallest, tiniest basic form, and therefore they are able to penetrate the hair shaft and go right into the hair shaft, right down to the medulla, the cortex of the hair shaft, and that's how they can help to strengthen the hair. So yes, low porosity hair, there is that, I suppose we know that low porosity hair has really tight cuticles, which is what I say, is responsible for low porosity hair struggling a little bit to get moisture in. But low porosity hair tends to have effectively higher amounts of protein, which in the form of keratin, and that's why low porosity hair is a little bit more sensitive to products containing protein. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't benefit from products that contain protein. It actually does, because protein not only nourishes the hair follicles, it also strengthens the hair, but it also helps the hair to retain moisture. So now if we're thinking about low porosity hair struggling to get moisture in, once you've got the moisture in, you would like that moisture to stay within the hair so that your hair is moisturized for longer. So that's why using things like humectants, glycerin, honey, and aloe vera, all those things are really good humectants. But using things which have amino acids or protein from time to time can help the hair to retain moisture as well. Because what they're going to do, they're going to help with that moisture protein balance, and therefore avoid your hair getting over moisturized, but also allow your hair to retain moisture. So once your hair is moisturized and there's hydration here, your hair is going to get softer and smoother, and therefore using things like fenugreek will actually help your hair eventually over time to actually get softer and more manageable. So whilst people with high porosity hair or medium porosity hair can use fenugreek as often as they want to, people with low porosity have to be a little bit more cautious, and that's simply because of the protein that is in fenugreek. So low porosity hair needs a moisture protein balance much more than high porosity. High porosity hair actually needs a little bit more protein. And those are things we can talk about in a different video. But today we're focusing on low porosity hair. So fenugreek can be used in different ways. You can use it as a scalp oil when you make your fenugreek oil, or you can use it, you can use the fenugreek oil as a hot oil treatment, but you can also use fenugreek to make a spray by soaking the seeds and straining the water, and you can use that as a leave-in, or you can use it to rinse your hair after shampooing and conditioning. But you can also use fenugreek to make masks, and because of the protein, I highly recommend that you use the masks as a pre-poo treatment. You can use it as post-shampoo deep conditioner, but you have to make sure that you use moisturizing deep conditioners afterwards. And even if I use it as a pre-poo, so you make sure that you use a moisturizing shampoo and moisturizing conditioner, moisturizing deep conditioners afterwards. And I highly recommend that you follow my intense moisturizing routine afterwards to make sure that your hair doesn't get dry. And I'll put a link to that video in the description box below. And also I recommend that you use it maybe twice a month as a mask, or even once a month, and also the same frequency if you're using it as a spray. With the oil, it's safe enough to use on a daily basis because fenugreek oil doesn't have as much protein in it. Having said that, obviously everybody's hair is different and your hair might not respond the same way mine does to certain ingredients. So you do have to do a bit of trial and error and see what works for your hair and what your hair likes or dislikes. So if you're using store-bought products which contain fenugreek, then I highly recommend that you follow the instructions and also do a little bit of research. But if you follow those simple guidelines I've just given you, then you should be absolutely fine. So yes, fenugreek can be used on all hair types regardless of porosity, and even people with low porosity hair can use it. I use it all the time, but you just have to be careful. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that video really helpful, and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And before I go, I just want to give my subscribers a massive thank you. Thank you for your love and support. I love you guys, and you're really helping this channel to grow. If you have not yet subscribed, then please subscribe, and also please give the video a thumbs up and also sign up for notifications. And I'd also appreciate it if you share the videos on your social media, through WhatsApp, with other people, because you never know, somebody out there might be looking for this information and will be grateful. So thank you so much. I'll have a video for you real soon. Until then, take care, my lovelies, and take care of your loved ones. God bless. Bye for now.